On behalf of the nearly 14,000 students and more than 2,000 employees of the Dougherty County School System, let me welcome you to our district. Needless to say, you're going to be joining our team at an interesting and most challenging time, a time we choose to view as an opportunity to activate our creativity and innovation to connect with students in new and exciting ways. It won't be easy, but in the end, it will be worth it. Please note that you have my support and don't hesitate to reach out to me if I can be of help in any way. Again, welcome to one of the best school systems in the country, the Dougherty County School System.
Thank you so much for your interest in the Dougherty County School System. I'm Jill Addison, the Director of HR for the district, and I'm here to welcome you to a team of educational professionals who have one singular focus, doing what's in the best interest of our students and families. I'm so grateful that you've chosen to come grow with us. Our Superintendent and Board of Education recently approved return to work guidelines that will impact your work as a teacher in the era of COVID-19. These guidelines were developed with one thing in mind: the safety of you, our teachers and employees, and the safety of our students. While the district hasn't officially announced its instructional model for the 2021 school year, we're committed to keeping you informed about our processes and being transparent as we navigate through these uncharted waters. Now that you're officially part of the team, there's some things we need to go through. Paperwork is never fun, but we're working to make sure that we make this process as easy as possible for you. First and foremost, let's get familiar with our ethics policy and that of the Professional Standards Commission. It's important that you know that all board policies can be found on the DoCo Schools website at www.docoschools.org/board-policies. We strongly urge you to take a look at these policies and familiarize yourself with our various rules and regulations. The PSC website is extremely helpful throughout your career. Make sure you set up your My PSC account. This account allows you to see updates on your certificate, receive correspondence from PSC, and helpful information as you grow in the education profession. Perhaps the most critical piece of information on the website is the Code of Ethics for Educators. The Code of Ethics for Educators defines the professional behavior of educators in Georgia and serves as a guide to ethical conduct. The Georgia Professional Standards Commission has adopted standards that represent the conduct generally accepted by the education profession. The code defines unethical conduct, justifying disciplinary sanction, and provides guidance for protecting the health, safety, and general welfare of students and educators, and assuring the citizens of Georgia a degree of accountability within the education profession. It is your responsibility as an educator to know and follow the PSC Code of Ethics for Educators. Another important policy you should be aware of is our district's social media policy. In the age of social media, we want to make sure that you avoid the landmines and pitfalls that exist on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and whatever other social media platforms come along. The DCSS has a social media policy that governs employees' conduct on social media. The cornerstone of this policy is one simple idea: you're an ambassador for this district, both in person and online, and therefore need to act appropriately. We have an online course that will help familiarize you with our social media policy and give you some practical examples of what may be considered appropriate and inappropriate uses of social media. It is your responsibility to know and follow the Dougherty County Board of Education policies and procedures. All personnel policies are located in Section G on the board policy site. Again, we are excited you're on our team. We know this process can be overwhelming and that teaching is a challenging yet rewarding career, and that's why we're committed to helping you stay student-centered and family-focused. Please don't hesitate to reach out to the HR team if there's anything that we can help you with.
My name is Denise Caldwell. I'm the payroll specialist here at Dougherty County School System, and we're just here to do payroll orientation for you today. The first document, you should have already received your packet by email. If not, then we'll have to get you one. But the first is a new hire orientation checklist that we have for payroll. And we will just simply go through each one of these items as we go along. And you can initial, after you put your name and date, initial, and always just scan that back to me. The first item that we will discuss that is on the new hire orientation checklist is the payroll staff contact information. Our phone number is listed there at 229-431-1256. The payroll coordinator is Miss Yolanda Carter. That is her email if you need to reach her. I'm Denise Caldwell, as I said before, and that is my email at denise.caldwell. My extension is the 5227. The other young lady that works in the office with me, her name is Melissa Harris, and she's also a payroll specialist. That is her email and her extension if you need to reach her. The next item is our work year calendar that we provide for our teachers. It is based on 190 days. As you can see, the days that you're typically required to be at work. Also, there are days listed that you're off, like Thanksgiving and Christmas and spring break for those weeks. It also shows your professional learning dates, and you will need to get with your location on what you will discuss those dates. But generally, we do also provide a student calendar that is still being worked on at the moment. So we will post that on the web as soon as it is approved. The next item are our payroll dates, and you all are paid monthly. So these are the dates that you can expect to receive a paycheck. You're a monthly employee, and as you can see, it is a check date there for you. The third column talks about the leave or additional comp reporting period, and that is simply if you take any type of leave in between, let's just say July the 1st and July the 15th, you can expect that to affect the July the 31st payroll check. And vice versa, anything that they may take July the 16th to August the 15th, which is our period for our monthly employees, they can expect for that to affect their August 31st check. Also, this is very important, not only for leave, but if you decide to do things in addition, like summer school, eventually it may be Saturday school, anything to help the kids. Our locations would generally do that. These are items also, let's just say in September, if they have something going on from August the 16th to September the 15th, it should be on your September 30th payroll check. The last column is for payroll purposes. We will need that information by these dates. Let's just say if you're working something in September and you worked that from August the 16th to September the 15th, we have like 2 cutoff dates for you. So you got September the 3rd to get some items in, and by September the 18th, we would definitely need, that's like the last possible date for it to be on your September payroll. If we don't receive it by like September the 18th, it will be on your next payroll. So those are our cutoff dates. And I also included one for the semi-monthly as well. We do have semi-monthly employees as well, and they abide by the same cutoff dates. They just get to submit twice a month as well. The next item that we're talking about is the certificate level placement. I have included a guide for you to go by. If you have like a IN 1T on your certificate, or 2T or the 3T, you will be compensated on a regular teacher scale, which is a T. If you have like a IN 4T or NT, that is calculated based on our BT scale, and the SRT is also on our T scale. And this salary level placement actually goes with the next item that I have, which is our teaching scale for this fiscal year. And let's just say, for instance, I'm a new teacher, just got my certificate, and I have an IN1T listed on my certificate. If I have a bachelor's, I can expect to be compensated on that regular T4 scale, which is right here. And the annual is the $38,608. So once I find out what I have on my certificate type, I'm able to match it up with my salary scale that is provided by the state of Georgia. And the local supplements from Dougherty County is also listed on there. So on my T4, what that is, the state-based salary is the $37,092. But a local supplement, which comes from us, is the $1,516, which when you add those together, that gives you your annual up to $38,608, which is based on working 190 days. The next item is our payroll options forms. This is really for benefits purpose. And what it is, if you're coming from like another district and you're getting your last payroll check in August, it will you will be on like a 12-month pay cycle with us. You'll get your first check from Dougherty County in September. But if you're like a brand new teacher, let's say I'm starting today as a brand new teacher, I have no benefits, this is all brand new to me, that I would choose the 13 options so that I can get my payroll check started in August so that my benefits can also start. So that's the option. We have a lot of teachers that come from other districts that are already getting paid through August, so they can choose the September. But as a brand new teacher, I have the option to choose August, and this is so I can get my benefits started and so I can get my first payroll check in August. We do also have teachers that come from other states that have the option to do the 13 also, because they have probably gotten their last check from that district as well. And this form is very important because we're trying to ensure that no one has a break in their coverage. So this is the form that you would fill out, email it back to me or Erica Chappelle, which is in benefits, so that she can ensure that your benefits don't lapse and that everything is good to go. Okay. The next item is just our frequently asked questions that we generally, that people would generally ask us. How and when am I paid? As a teacher, you will be compensated monthly, which is the last business day of the month that you will receive your payroll check. If it falls on a holiday or weekend, then you can expect to be compensated that business day before that. Let's just say if that falls on Saturday, Sunday, then, you'll get compensated that Friday before. Also, just ensure that if you're coming from other districts, make sure that you have given your human resources your experience. We want to make sure that when we begin to calculate the salary, that we can do it with all your experience being considered from the beginning. If we don't have everything in when we begin to calculate your salary, then we'll put you on the base until you're actually able to get all of that from your other districts. If you've been in the military, please feel free to make sure that Human Resources has your DD-214 form. We're just trying to make sure that once we begin to get all the information together, we got you calculated correctly from the beginning, whether that's August or September. So if you're coming on board and you've already been board approved and you coming from another district, just go ahead and ensure that they are sending over your experience. That form is provided by Human Resources. And also on that form, it has a place where if you're bringing days or like let's say you got 20 days left over there and you're trying to transfer them to our district, it's on that form where you can, their benefits person or their human resources person can actually put on that form how many days you're looking to transfer to Dougherty County, and Human Resources will ensure that payroll has a copy of it. So even when you're coming over, you can bring your days with you, up to 45 days. If you're a brand new teacher, never taught before, we would go ahead and provide you like 12 days up front. So you can already have some sick leave when you come in. At the bottom of the page, I'm gonna, I've already sent this to you. It's just for reading purposes. And what it shows on that first page is a teacher that actually comes in and works 190 days versus a teacher that may come in a little bit later and miss about 15 days, you can see the difference in the salary that they have. On the second page, I've talked about the experience, making sure that experience is into us, making sure if you were in the military that is also included. The third page talks about timekeeping. That's very, very important, that our teachers make sure the badge is working. If you're signing in with your fingerprint, make sure that is working. I do have some places that offer like a sign-in sheet. Make sure you're signing in and signing out as well. And this really helps us when you begin to do the additional work that you normally would do. It helps us if we have your swipes or you've been signing in and signing out. Make sure you sign in and sign out so you can be compensated. But as well, sometimes the clock may not be working. So if they have a sign-in sheet at your district or at your location, just make sure you're signing in and signing out as well. Direct deposit, you have probably already filled out the form for Human Resources. They will ensure that I have a copy in payroll, but I have included an additional copy just in case you didn't get the one from them. So you can fill that out and either mail it back to me or you can scan it to me at this point, or we can get it faxed. Your sick leave is accrued like a little bit over a day a month. For our teachers, you will accrue like 100 hours max for those 10 months. So that's like 10 hours per month that you will accrue. And once it reaches that 100, you will stop accruing until we actually roll over into the new fiscal year. You're also provided 3 personal days as well. And if you're an 8-hour employee, that's 24 hours for that. Just ensure that when you take those personal leave days, that they reduce your sick leave. So if I take 8 hours, I have to make sure that I have 8 hours of sick leave to also cover those hours of personal leave that I have taken. They don't build up past 3 days. They don't roll over and build up. They're just there simply as a tool if you need them, if you have to take some personal time off through the year. But just remember, it will reduce your sick leave. Because if you take more, let's just say you got 10 hours of sick leave and you've taken 20 hours of personal leave, then you should see a shortage on your check because you ran out of, you don't have the actual sick leave to cover those hours. So that's where our employee self-service will come in play. And it is a very neat system. You can only get on it through Dougherty County server. So at your location, once you get your employee number, you can go ahead and sign up for employee self-service. It's a packet that we will send you. If you just follow this packet and you're able to access it, these instructions say access from any computer, but any computer within your location, you will be able to pull up employee self-service. And once you're in there, you will be able to take a look at your benefits that you have coming out, your tax exemptions, whatever you're filing, your payroll stubs and what's coming out of your payroll stub. You will also be able to keep up with your leave. So if you're not sure about how many hours, just refer back to your employee self-service before you take the hours. Or if you can't get in, there are instructions to contact the IT department help desk so that they can get you in. But in the meantime, if you're not able to get in, then you're more than welcome to email me or Miss Harris or Miss Carter with payroll, and we can tell you how many hours you have. So it's a very neat system. You will also have to pull your W-2s off this at the end of the year. But once you get your employee ID, you can go ahead on and start registering for the employee self-service. And once you're in, you will see that it is a very neat system. There is also an aspect of it on there that if you cannot come down to the main office, if you needing to change your direct deposit, you can actually do it through the employee self-service. It will send a link directly to payroll, and we can just pull it from there. So you don't even have to come down here. And I believe with HR and you want to change your tax exemption, I think it's the same way. You can do it through the employee self-service, and you will not have to come or fill out the form that I provided for you. So once you're into the system, you can just get out there and play around with it. It has a lot of neat items. And that check stub that you will pull will always have your year-to-date information. And I know that that is very important when you're doing business, like a mortgage or a car. You know, if you're able to pull that check stub, it will have everything that you need on it to take care of your business. But if you're having any issues with getting on employee self-service, please call the IT help desk, and you can simply reach them at 229-483-6300. That extension is going to be 4357. If you're having any issues, they will be able to assist you from there. And I want to thank you for your time. Thank you for listening to me. Any questions that you may have, please do not hesitate to call me. Please do not hesitate to email me your questions. And as they say, no question is a dumb question. If you have any doubts, any questions, please do not hesitate to contact payroll. And thank you, and welcome aboard to Dougherty County School System.
My name is Kim Henderson, and I serve as the Dougherty County School System Benefits Coordinator. Welcome aboard. On today, we will actually be going over your orientation packet for your benefits. If you will look in your packet, you should have a new hire orientation checklist. It should look just like this. As I go through each of the items that are listed on this checklist, I ask that you would check it. Once we've completed it, I ask that you sign and date it on the bottom, place it to the side, and we'll continue to go through your other benefits. Okay? Thank you. All right, so in your packet, you should have a form listed as workers' compensation. Workers' compensation is a benefit that the Dougherty County School System offers each of its employees. Workers' compensation offers its employees certain medical benefits as well as wage to loss benefits if you're injured on the job and your particular injury is considered compensable. Workers' compensation will pay you 2/3 of your average weekly wage. If you're out more than 7 days, workers' compensation will pick up on the 8th day. The maximum amount that you can receive for workers' compensation is $675. The minimum amount that you can receive is $50 per week. The next item that you should have a workers' compensation procedure form. If you're injured on the job, we ask that you report your injury to the secretary and or your supervisor, and we ask that you complete a first report of injury. This first report of injury is found on the intranet and is on the ISO process management. You can go to benefits department and you will find the first report of injury. When you complete this form, make sure your supervisor signs it, and you make sure that you call the benefits office or have someone from your location call the benefits office to receive authorization for your medical care. If you're injured on the job, you must receive medical care from one of the physicians that are listed on this panel. If you go to anyone outside of these physicians, you may be subject to your own health care expense. If there is an emergency treatment is not paid for by workers' compensation unless it's deemed an actual emergency. The next item that you have in your packet is a post-offer medical questionnaire. You should have something that looks like this. We ask that you will complete this form. There are several pages listed for this form. It's about 6 pages. We ask that you complete this so that if you're injured on the job, we will know if you've had a prior injury before becoming employed with the Dougherty County School System. What this does, it'll tell us your injury, and it allows us to be able to get you back to baseline just in case I would say, re-injured the same body part. Okay? So I'll give you a few minutes to complete that. In addition to workers' compensation, the Dougherty County School System has an internet-based training program called Safe Schools. Safe Schools is used for safety training as well as policy training. Periodically, you will receive an email requesting that you complete the required training within a specific amount of time that is allowed. Most oftentimes, it's between 2 weeks to 30 days that you are required to complete this training. The next item we have is your safety practices. We're asking that employees be mindful of their safety practices within the school district. We ask that you do not do any running in the halls or running up and down the stairs. We ask that you do not stand on any tables or stand in any chairs. So we just want to just bring that to your forefront so that you'll be mindful of the safety procedures, safety precautions. If you see a wet floor sign, we just ask that you be safe and precautious in proceeding forward in your school district so that we can prevent the number of workers' compensation injuries within the district. In your packet, you should have something that looks like this, which is the employee rights under family medical leave. Family medical leave allows an employee up to 12 weeks of job protected leave. This leave is for the birth of a child, the adoption of a child, or for foster care. In addition to it is for bonding of a child, it is for the employee's own health condition, and it's also for the employee's spouse, child, or parent. Also, it allows 12 weeks of job protected leave for if you have someone in the military that's being deployed overseas, then if you can have 12 weeks of job protected leave at that time. So it has to be for a spouse, a child, or a parent that's been deployed overseas. To qualify for family medical leave, you must be employed for at least 12 months, have worked 1,250 hours. In addition to, if you have to take leave, we ask that you do it within 30 days in advance. However, we do realize that at some time that there may be an emergency or unexpected times where you have to take leave. And then that's the case, then as soon as you are aware that a leave is required, we ask that you make sure you notify your supervisor as well as the benefits officer as to when that you need to take your leave. Your leave can be continuous 12 weeks of leave, or you can actually break it down to intermittent leave. So whenever you have a need for family medical leave, just contact the benefits office and we'll guide you through the process. The next form you have in your packet is the sick leave bank membership form. Full-time employees of the Dougherty County School System may join the sick leave bank within the first 30 days of their employment. If you're out and you've exhausted all of your sick leave and you are a member of the sick leave bank, then you're eligible to withdraw at least 30 days from the sick leave bank. However, there is a 20-day waiting period. If you're going to be out more than a month, then that 20-day waiting period, you can use donated leave time. So with donated leave time, you have to seek someone or ask someone if they are willing to donate you some of their sick leave in order to make up the 20 days before you're eligible to receive donated time from the sick leave bank. Please keep in mind that with the sick leave bank, you are required to submit a physician statement. Also, with the sick leave bank, it does not cover maternity leave, workers' compensation, nor does it cover absences to take care of a family member. If you have to take family leave, then you are allowed to take at least 10 days of your sick leave time to care for a family member. If you need more than 10 days, then it must be approved by the sick leave bank committee. Personal leave days. With personal days, all employees are allowed 3 days of personal leave time. Please keep in mind that these personal days come from your sick leave. If you've exhausted all of your sick leave, then you will not get paid for the time that you've taken for personal leave days. Also, with personal leave days, with these 3 days, if you do not take them, you don't lose them. They just continue on for the next fiscal year. So they don't add up. You just each fiscal year, a person has 3 days of personal leave. Okay. Bereavement days. A maximum of 5 days are granted to all employees in the event of a death of a family member. Please keep in mind that these 5 days come from your sick leave. If an additional 5 days are needed, please make sure you contact your supervisor and make whatever arrangements that are needed through your supervisor. Vacation time. All 12-month employees receive 8 hours each month for vacation time. In your packet, the next item on our list, you should have a form that looks like this, which is your basic life beneficiary form. If you complete this form for me, and we need for you to designate a beneficiary, because the Dougherty County School System offers all of its employees $20,000 basic life insurance free at no charge. So if you would complete this beneficiary designation form, I would greatly appreciate it. Where you see where it says insured name, your name would go right there. In addition to your primary beneficiary, make sure you give a percentage. If you have a secondary beneficiary, that person would go on the second line. And it has to equal 100%. So if you have two primaries, you would put 50 and 50%. Or if you have one primary and one secondary, then your primary has to have 100% and then your secondary 100%. And if you're signing and date that form for me, I greatly appreciate it. Okay, the next item you should have in your packet is a 403B supplemental retirement plan. The Dougherty County School System offers supplemental for 403B supplemental retirement plan to all of its employees. Once you enroll, if you decide to enroll, what I need for you to do is complete this form. And I must have this form back. If I do not have a form that says that you do not wish to enroll, then I'm going to automatically enroll you into the 403B supplemental retirement plan. Once you enroll, you do have 90 days to opt out of this plan. Once your 403B supplemental retirement plan has been started, if you decide within that first 90 days that you would like to opt out of the plan, then you need to come to the benefits office in the admin building and then just let us know or send me an email at k.henderson@docoschools.org and let me know that you would like to opt out of the 403B supplemental plan. And at that time, we will make the necessary changes to make sure that the refund is issued in a timely manner. Once you enroll in the plan, and if you decide to take money out of your supplemental retirement plan, you have to have what we call a retirement manager certificate. This piece of paper here tells you how to go about obtaining that certificate. If you have any problems obtaining your certificate, just contact myself or Shirley Lilly in the benefits office, and then we'll be able to print that or guide you into how to obtain that certificate. If you decide to do a request, this certificate must be attached to your request once it goes into VALIC. The next item that you have in your packet are instructions for VALIC. Let's say right now you are a part of the 403B plan and you would like to enroll in the other supplemental retirement plans, which we have like a 457 plan, and we also have what we call a Roth plan. If you decide that you want to enroll in one of those plans, or you decide that you want to increase your 403 monthly amount, then you will need to follow these instructions on here, and then these instructions will guide you as to how to enroll and or change your election. The next form you have in your packet is a valid beneficiary designated form. If you enrolled in the plan, we ask that you would complete this form and make sure you designate a beneficiary on here and make sure you sign and date it on the next page. Okay, in your packet, the next item that you should have are two forms that look like this. The first form right here is your new hire instruction form. This form gives you instructions on how to sign up for your miscellaneous benefits, things such as your dental, your vision, your long-term disability, short-term disability, critical illness, things of that nature. So you have instructions as well as phone numbers as to how to sign up for those benefits. The next form you should have is your state health, how to enroll in your state health benefits. Please keep in mind with this, this form will actually show you the incentives with each plan. And the plans that we have are Blue Cross and Blue Shield, Gold Plan, the Silver Plan, the Bronze Plan, as well as the HMO plan. We also have the United Healthcare Plan, which allows you to sign up for the HMO plan as well as the high deductible plan. If you look here on this form here, there is a decision guide, which is listed out there on the State Health website. If you go out to the State Health website, State Health Benefit Plan website, which is this link here, then you will find the decision guide. The decision guide is there so that you can do a comparison of each plan and make the best decision that is needed for your family. The next thing that you have in your packet is what we call the shared savings program. The Shared Savings Program allows you to receive a cash incentive to find health insurance coverage, other available health insurance coverage outside of the Dougherty County School System. If you are enrolled in the health insurance with the district and during open enrollment you decide not to re-enroll and you found other means of health care coverage, then you are eligible, if you're a classified employee, to sign up for the Shared Savings Program. The Shared Savings Program gives you $3,000 in order to find other coverage elsewhere outside of the district. This $3,000 is separated into two disbursements. You normally receive $1,500 during Christmas break, and also you receive the other half during spring break. If you're interested in signing up for the Shared Savings Program, please complete these two pieces here and return it to Erica Chappelle in the benefits office in the admin building, room 220. The next item that you have in your packet is that you should have is this. This is the Employee Assistance Program that the Dougherty County School System offers all of its employees. We have two programs, one through Mutual of Omaha as well as MetLife. Mutual of Omaha allows for 3 visits. MetLife allows for up to at least 5 visits. This program is available for all employees for various life issues, such as from family to finances to, let's say, just everyday life issues that you may have. If you're feeling stressed and you just need to speak with someone, then the Dougherty County School System has the Employee Assistance Program available for you at no charge. At this time, we're going to go over your miscellaneous benefits. Each of you should have a benefits guide. You should have a 2020 Dougherty County School System benefits guide. It should look like this. If you would take a moment and turn to page, if you're open your booklet, and turn to page 3. At this time, we're going to go over your miscellaneous benefits, such as your short-term, long-term disability, your dental, your vision, and things of that nature. So if you're open your booklet, the first item that you have in your packet is your short-term disability. The County School System offers 2 types of disability insurance, short-term disability and long-term disability. These benefits are in place just in case you're out of work, and it's a means of income replacement if you're out of work and do not have other means of income. The short-term disability picks up on the 15th day, so there is a 14-day waiting period, and it picks up on the 15th day. If you elect to pick up the short-term disability, you can pick up 40, 50, or 60% of your salary. Long-term disability picks up on the 91st day. With a long-term disability, it is 60% of your salary, which goes for long-term disability. If you turn your booklet, your basic life insurance, Dougherty County School System will give each of employees $20,000 basic life insurance, free at no charge. But this just gives you information to let you know about the benefit as a whole. Voluntary term life and accident life insurance is available to all of our employees. With this insurance, you can pick up insurance on yourself, your spouse, and your children. This voluntary term life insurance is based upon your age. And if you look over here, these are the age groups and the amount per age. Okay. Permanent life insurance. Permanent life insurance is like a whole life insurance that we offer through Chubb. With this particular insurance, you can get up to $150,000 worth of life insurance coverage. It is available for the employee, the spouse, and the child, and it is offered through Chubb. The next insurance we have is your dental insurance. The dental, we have a high plan and a low plan. If you have a need for orthodontic care, we advise that you pick up the high plan because the low plan does not cover orthodontic care. So please make sure you go through, look at the benefits that it offers per person and what it covers. And if you can see here that for an employee, the rate is $35 for a single person. For a family, it's $89.30, and that's the high plan. For the low plan, for employee is $25.57, and for the family plan is $62.78. The next plan we have is your vision insurance. We have a high plan and a low plan as well. Please make sure you go through the plan and look through each one. Each plan carries different copays and they cover different benefits. If you see here on the bottom, your high plan for an employee is $944. For employee plus spouse is $1795. For the family is $2636. The low plan for an individual is $5.23. For employee plus spouse is $9.95. And for the family is $14.61. So please make sure you go through, look at, and compare to see which plan is best for you and your family. The next item you have in your packet is critical illness. Critical illness is offered through Cigna, and you can pick up between $5,000 and $30,000 increments. You can pick it up just for yourself, or you can pick it up with cancer. So that's critical illness, or you can pick it up with critical illness with cancer. And as you can see, these benefits cover a wide variety of critical illnesses. If you pick it up within the first 30 days of your employment, then there is no guarantee issue. No health questions to ask. And every year, if you do your wellness exam, they'll send you a check back for $75. The next item we have is your Med Life Insurance. This is accidental insurance that we cover, that we offer all of our employees. If you go through, we have a high plan and a low plan. Your rates are here for your low plan, and your rates are here for your high plan. Okay, the next benefit we have is your hospital indemnity plan, which is offered through Cigna. If you decide to pick up this plan, you have to be admitted overnight. So there has to be an overnight stay. And if that's the case, then you're eligible for these particular benefits. And as you can see, they'll pay you $1,000 per admission. If you're continuously in the hospital, they'll give you $100 per day, and so forth, going on down. And as you can see here, these are the rates if you decide that you would like to pick up the hospital indemnity plan. The next plan we have is your Medicare plan, Medicare Complete plan, as well as your MedLaw plan, which is a legal plan. Your Medicare Complete plan is more like a telemedicine plan. You have telemedicine, medical bill negotiator, as well as medical NID theft protection. This plan is for individual or family, and these are your rates here, and it gives you more benefit. It gives you more information as to all that it covers. Your legal plan, which is your MedLaw plan. This plan, there's a high plan and a low plan. You may want to go through and look at this plan in detail as to which plan that is best for you. But these are the rates here. The low plan is $8 a month. The high plan is $16.50 a month. The next plan is your flexible spending account. We encourage everyone to sign up for the flexible spending account. We have a dependent care account as well as a medical account. And if you look on this plan, the maximum that you can contribute to the medical flexible spending plan is $2,700 a year, and the maximum for the dependent care is $5,000 a year. If you decide that you want to sign up for this plan, you elect to have at least maybe $25 each month go into a medical flexible spending plan or a dependent care plan. These monies are pre-taxed. You will receive a vision card from Consolidated Admin, and you can use this card toward medical expenses. You can use this card for over-the-counter expenses as well. There is a list of items that you can purchase over the counter if you decide to pick up medical flexible spending. Again, it is pre-taxed. You can roll over at least $550 each year into the next year. There's a run-out period of, like say for instance, if you have $1,000 remaining at the end of December 31st, you have until March 31st of the next year to file your claims. If you have $550 left remaining, that money will go over into next year. If you have more than that, that other remaining amount is forfeited. With the dependent care, the same thing. With the dependent care, all monies that are not used that has been elected, it will actually be forfeited. There is no rollover amount for the dependent care plan. The next item we have is here is your state health. This again gives you information as to how to enroll in your state health insurance. Employee has 31 days from the date of hire to sign up for their health insurance. If you do not sign up for your health insurance within the first 31 days of your employment, you will not have an opportunity to do so until open enrollment of the following year. If you look into this, also if you turn on the back, this booklet also gives you the plan designs for the gold plan, the silver plan, the bronze plan, as well as the high deductible plan and the HMO plan. It also gives you the deductible amount as well as the incentives that are available for each plan. Again, this particular plan design, it is on the state health website, as well as all the benefits that each plan covers, and as well as all the co-pays. So you may want to make sure you go out there on the state health website, look and compare each plan and decide which plan is best for you and your family. And again here, as you can see, we have each program. As far as the employee assistance program, we have each flyer inside this booklet here. We have one for Mutual of Omaha as well as MetLife. And it goes into detail as to what they cover as well. It gives you the number of visits that they cover. And also it gives you a phone number. So if you're in need of these assistance, then just please make sure you contact the number that is listed on each flyer. And also when you reach out through the Employee Assistance Program, this program is confidential and it's between you and the particular provider. The Dougherty County School System do not get any information as it relates to your particular care or the services that you receive through each plan. And then in the end, this just gives you some frequently asked questions. If you have any questions about the insurances that I've gone over today, then you can contact anything in reference to in this booklet here. You can make sure you contact Campus Benefit. There is a number here on the back that you can contact. Also, if you go back to the beginning of your booklet there is a phone number for you to call to enroll in your benefits. Also, you can email Campus Benefits and let them know of your elections. Keep in mind you have to work at least 30 days in order for your insurances to become effective. If you decide to pick up the state health insurance plan, we must take a deduction at least 1 month in advance of your effective date of coverage. The next item you should have in your packet, you should have information as it relates to COBRA. If you leave and you should have information like this. If you leave the Dougherty County School District, we do offer COBRA where we allow you to continue your coverages of your benefits. You have 30 days from your last day of work to elect to continue your coverage under COBRA. And lastly, you should have in your pack a new hire employee benefits acknowledged form. When you complete this form for me, it's just acknowledging that you are aware that it is your responsibility to sign up for your health insurance and of your benefits that we mentioned here today, and you have 31 days from the date of hire to complete your benefits. Thank you, and again, welcome to the Dougherty County School System.
Hi, I'm LaKenya Johnson, your HR specialist, and today we're going to go over your new hire orientation packet. Your first document in your packet would be a copy of your driver license and Social Security card. Your next document is your employee contact information form, and please fill that out to its entirety. The next document is Form I-9. And please make sure you put your Social Security number and check that you are a U.S. citizen. The next document is Voluntary Equal Employment Opportunity Identification Form. Also, we have your W-4 and your G-4, which is your withholding for federal and state forms. The next document is Relative Disclosure Questionnaire. And make sure if you have any questions on that form, you let me know, but just please fill that out to its entirety as well. The next document is Verification of Experience. This form has to be filled out by you and sent back to the last employer. And once they fill your information out, when you was employed there, how long you was employed there, they have to send it directly to the HR specialist. If you have any questions on that form, you may contact us. The next document is TRS, which is your teacher retirement system. And with this form here, if you're a teacher, everyone is already vested, will be vested in the TRS membership. So put your social security number, last name, first name, middle initial, and check Teacher Retirement System of Georgia, and that's number 2. Next document is confidentiality statement. Everything in this office is confidential, so what you tell us will be placed in your file, and like it says, is confidential. And even in order for you to get a copy of anything in your folder, there's a form that you may fill out as well. The next document is Standard of Conduct Certification. Okay, so your name, social security number, job title, and I say title if you're a teacher, 4th grade teacher, 3rd grade teacher, so make sure you fill that out as well. And the next document is Board Policy Acknowledgement Sheet. So here is mainly for benefit. So if you already have coverage, or because you're on maybe your spouse coverage, make sure you check that, sign it, and date it. Last but not least is the direct deposit form. Fill that out. Also, at the bottom, section 3, it asks for routing number and deposit account number. I also need a voided check. So if you would send a check and write void on there, that will take care of that. If you have any questions, you can reach me at 229-431-1261, extension 5211, or lakenya.johnson@docoschools.org. Thank you, and again, welcome.